Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Manarino, back from my post-market wrap-up. Not just on this lovely day, but a miraculous one. People, today was almost nothing short of a miracle. Obviously, I'm joking here, and I want to cover what happened in this market. I almost don't even know where to start. I guess the date would be a good point. It is Tuesday, May 1st, 2018. Okay, so were you watching any of this today? Did you watch the bond market at least? I hope you did. Epic, off the Richter scale sell-off in bonds, and it dragged all of the major indices down big. At one point, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was down over 340 points. The dollar continued to get stronger. All very stock market negative things. Well, then, somewhere around 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, a miracle happened. A miracle happened. Some entities out here all at the same time started buying stocks like these were the last to ever be had in the history of the world. And what ended up happening is all of the major indices finished positive except for the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which finished down just fractionally. So if you recall, and I have said this many times, if they can't prop up that bond market, they will get in there and buy stocks. Now, I know many of you here believe that the plunge protection team is some kind of a conspiracy. Well, before you say that, Google it, look it up. This is a real entity. The plunge protection team exists. Now, today, you got to see the plunge protection team in action. That's what happened today. Now, let's just cover a few more things that are part of this charade. So, well, how about this before I forget? How many of you out here know who Steve Ballmer is? Steve Ballmer, a Wall Street icon with a net worth of about $37 billion. Well, this guy today, with a straight face, pretty much a straight face, got on CNBC today and said, this is crazy what I'm about to tell you, so I hope you sit down. With a straight face, he got on there and admitted before the world that he sold all of his Twitter shares and just got lucky to do that at the high, right at their high. He just happened to sell all of his shares, not just a fraction, all of them, right at the high. And the reason for that, this was his reason. Ready? Because he wanted to simplify his life. So my question to you is, how many of you out here believe that Mr. Ballmer just got lucky? He just got lucky to sell all of his Twitter shares right at the high. I don't know. I'm having a hard time buying that one. I believe you are as well. Now here's what I was trying to lead up to with regard to the charade. It's the look here, don't look here. So today, to their credit, the Confederacy of Dunces, they were speaking about the dollar. Dollar's getting stronger. Stocks aren't going to like it. Dollar's getting stronger. Dollar's getting stronger. But not one time did I hear, maybe you did. If you did, let me know. Not one time did they mention what was going on in the bond market, or even worse, how the yield curve now is flatter than it's been in a very long time. The spread right now between the 10 and the 30-year is 16 basis points. 16. We are literally a stone's throw away from a yield curve inversion. They do not want you to know about that, because the last two times this happened, you know what occurred. The 2008 market meltdown, and the time before that, the dot-com bubble. Look, for all you trolls out here who don't get it and who are going to say, oh, Greg is gloom and doom, this is a part of the cycle. Markets cycle like this. They rise, they fall. They rise, they fall. It's part of It's literally, it's engineered that way. And if you look back on history, go 10 years back from today. What happened 10 years back from today? Oh, that's right, 2008. How about 10 years prior to that? Oh yeah, .com. How about 10 years prior to that? I'm not going to keep going off, but just do them. It's a cycle of around 10 or 15 years, up and down and up, and that's just the way it is. And I think, and I believe this sincerely, that the bond market is sending us a warning. It is warning us of what's coming down the pike. Gotta watch that dollar here, period, people. It's pretty epic here, and I think there might be a safety play going on here with regard to the dollar. Maybe that's why we're seeing the dollar gain. I don't think it's going to last. The powers that be, our president does not want the dollar stronger. Needs that dollar weaker. So, again, although you have to pay more for everything with the dollar being weaker, it inflates the stock market. So that illusion becomes more real. All right, so before I let you go, Apple earnings are going to be out in about 20 minutes from the time I'm going to finish this up here. Do their earnings really matter? I'm not sure. They're already floating out before earnings come out. How Apple is going to introduce a new huge stock buyback program to make sure they keep their stock propped up because their earnings might not hit the mark. I don't know what it's going to do, but it's part of the game here. If they can't have people by buying their stock just keep the stock up, they're going to buy back their own shares to make sure it stays up. You know what I mean? It's part of the rigging of this market. It really is, in my opinion. All right, so anyway, that's it. I think I covered a lot of important things today. Miraculous turnaround. Let me ask you, do you think today was a miraculous turnaround? That stocks are just so undervalued right now. They're just so cheap that the regular investor, the you, the me, whoever around the world just had to get in there and buy stocks at the same time? Or do you believe that it was more of the plunge protection team making sure those stocks got propped up? It's unbelievable. This market is so fake. It is so rigged. It is so twisted. It's managed. It's a managed market, people, that is in fantasy land, and the charade is going to continue until who freaking knows. And let me know what you think about Steve Ballmer. Did he get lucky? You think he got lucky? Did this multi-billionaire Wall Street icon just get lucky there to sell all of his shares of Twitter right at the high? Or do you think there may have been something else going on? I'm curious. I will read the comments. I'll see you later.